You're listening to In Demand.
You're listening to In Demand with Alex and Lucy, and tonight, finally, we've got her. Nadine Coyle is here.
After the last time I heard yous on the radio listening from LA, nearly being sick when he's playing the song.
It was so exciting. Thank you so much for giving us the first play of the song.
Thank yous for playing it twice.
We wanted to. I'm glad you just said thank you for playing it twice, because one of our bosses got a bit of a hissy fit about it, because then we're not generally allowed to do that. But
no, well, it's the first time I've ever heard it done, so
there you go. We're trendsetters.
Yeah,
three of us.
We'll always make an exception for you. We need to say congratulations, of course. Again, round of applause.
For Jason.
Let's see the rock.
Yes. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, the look there.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Wow. It's nice. It's
huge.
I thought mine was big, but that's massive.
No, yours is big.
Different shapes.
Different shapes. I think it's because I have like really skinny ET kind of looking fingers.
Well, you're only small.
It makes the ring look bigger.
Let's talk about what we've labelled the cringe stuff. We're a bit nervous about asking you some of these things.
It's the stuff that everyone's going to be asking you, and we call it cringe because we don't want to have to ask you, but we feel we should because
the fans want to know. Let's set the record straight. Girls Aloud.
Yes.
It's not over. It's not done.
No, definitely not done. Definitely not over. Nothing like that.
And as Lucy made a good point last night, you've got 3 albums left on your deal or something like that.
Yes, we do. But it was, we've worked together. This is our 8th year.
Yeah.
And we put in so much time and so much effort, and we worked so hard to get to where we were, to be able to do Coldplay, or the stadium with Coldplay.
Yeah.
So to give that all up and to leave and to break it all off and say, no way, it just doesn't seem, it just seems pointless.
But you are entitled to a break, which you girls have been having, and Cheryl's done her thing, you're doing your thing, Sarah's done a bit of acting, Kimberly's presenting, Nicola's got her makeup range. You are entitled to have time away.
And we didn't have any time either the whole time that we worked. We just kept going, no, let's
and you've got to do that to make it succeed though, haven't you?
You have to do it. That's what you have to do, and we really just threw yourselves into that 100%.
And the big thing that everyone is kind of catching on at the moment is the fact that you did send Cheryl a message when she was poorly, but there was no reply.
Yeah, well, that's what the guys say. She was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was, what do you expect? It's like, and other things that go on. It's people have their own lives going on.
And if you are ill in the way that she was, which was quite seriously ill,
I know.
She probably didn't even have a phone on, I guess.
Malaria, I was totally terrified. My grandfather had it twice
and
survived it both times. This was, before he was in the war in Vietnam. And I went to Costa Rica with Jason, and there was mosquitoes everywhere, and that's all I could think about.
Yeah.
I was like, malaria. I kept asking Jason, I was like, do you feel sick? Do you feel woozy? Do I look weird? Am I sweating? Cause just so paranoid about, because it's such a big issue, it's such a big, dangerous thing.
In Demand.
You're listening to In Demand. That was Ollie Murs. Before it was the brand new song from Nadine Coyle, the first solo effort from the lady herself who was with us this evening. Insatiable. When will we get to see a video?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting a video. I thought I was going to get one yesterday, so should get one tomorrow.
Okay.
You filmed it early this week, wasn't it?
Yes, I filmed it just on Saturday there.
Okay.
So, hopefully. The guy who done the lighting is the guy who does Mariah Carey's lighting.
Oh, amazing.
And I kept looking at myself. I was like, this is false advertising. I don't look like that. This is just not even right. I'm going to start thinking I actually look like that.
Did you do a Mariah and say you can only get me from one side of my face?
No, but he was amazing.
Really?
I've never seen so many lights in my whole life.
What's the style then? Is there a theme or an idea or a story in the video?
It's more of a performance video. We've got the band on there. We've got a big screen at the back that looks like it's a rock concert. And
are you doing some hair flicks?
Major hair flicks.
Brilliant.
Major. And
Brilliant.
the heels were so high and the mic stand was so heavy that anytime I put it forward, I was almost tipping over. So they'll have to do cutaways at that point.
Yeah, to stop you from falling.
Yeah, just before my face was like, ah.
And is this a massive example of what the album is going to be like then? Is Insatiable a taste of it? Or is it so many different kinds of genres altogether?
This Insatiable's a taste. There's a lot of different genres, from really pushed the rock element of it, like Red Light, and then we've got more poppy, upbeat, clubby stuff like Put Your Hands Up and Lullaby, And then we've got the ballad stuff, you know, where you can really get emotional on it.
Let your voice out on those ballads.
The voice out, get the gospel choir in.
Is there a gospel choir?
There's a gospel choir.
Love a good gospel choir.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Amazing. This is In the Man with Beyonce, Sweet Dreams. It is time for us to bid farewell to Nadine Coyle. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on, and thank yous again for last week when you played the song.
Thank you.
Really
for allowing us to do it.
Yeah, thank you for letting us do it. We were so happy to do it, and that half hour was the most panicked half hour we've ever had. Alex on the phone, and then Aaron, your plugger, going, I just need to talk to Nadine and make sure this is fine. She says, yeah, we'll do it.
Do
and
it,
Alex
do it.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. And then you tweeting us, it was like, oh my God.
It was madness, wasn't it, the
was
whole time? I was
brilliant,
sick. I was still in my pyjamas. It was like 11 in the morning, and the phone calls from Aaron, phone calls from everybody tweeting. I was like, oh my God. My mummy was trying to force feed me toast. I was like, oh, I need to relax.
Where can the fans find you on Twitter? You are at Nadine Worldwide.
Yes, at Nadine Worldwide.
We will be tweeting you later.
Yes.
When will we see you in the UK again? Are you going to go straight back to LA after
No.
this little trip?
I'm here for another few days, and then I have to go back and master the album in New York, because only one song's mastered, and that's Insatiable.
You've only got until the 8th of November.
I know!
Get a move on. Why are you playing that? Why are you still here?
Oh, see, I'm just jumping ahead of myself.
Good God.
So I have to go and master the album. It's all ready. It's all done. It's just about getting the levels right. And
See, this is the thing. You're doing it all by yourself now. You've just got to go for it.
And then it's things like you have to work out how long of a gap do you leave between one song and the next.
Oh, yeah.
You know, do you leave some time to pause and think about it, or do you go straight into the next one?
Depends on the type of song, I think. The clubby ones just leave like a 2-second gap, or just mix them in. Why not?
See, that's a really good idea. I didn't even think of that.
There we go.
Nadine, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll give you something to think about. Thanks very much for coming.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again soon. Nadine Coyle.